So a lot of the things that we've learned in Gautrain is everybody talks about how do you build forward? How do you think logically about how do you do something today that will benefit your future endeavors all the time? Because one of the things that most people make a mistake with is implement something for the sake of COVID. And when you do that, what ends up happening, and you don't think about the lifetime evolution of what you want to do, then the challenge is that you then are stuck with sunk costs. And the biggest lesson learned in 2020 was the fact that we are able to actually do a whole lot of things to create a way in which people are safe, to create social distancing, to create an environment that works. But that environment that works can actually be used long-term wise to do other things. So let me give you an example. So as we update our app, one of the things that we're bringing forward is the ability for you to book a seat on the Gautrain. When we say book a seat, I don't mean like physically saying, I'm going to sit on 6-3A on coach number 4. It is a question of you being able to say, at what time can I travel? So can I travel on the 7:30 train? And the app will say to you, no, the train already with the number of people that have requested that service, it's full. And then suggest another 2 services that you could take that are near to that service 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after. And therefore, you are able to view which trains are full, which are not full. And if the services adjacent to that one are also full, the system will automatically show you services that have not been requested that much. We're not preventing you from traveling when you want, but we're just letting you know upfront that social distancing might be a bit of a challenge. And long-term wise, that allows me to be able to, for lack of a better phrase, flatten the curve when it comes to the peak in the morning. Because the peak in the morning, it's at a specific point, and it's at that point that you physically even can't add more trains. It's you either add services adjacent to that one. But if we could actually be able to get people to travel much earlier and travel much later, then you can do social distancing, but long-term wise, I can manage overcrowding using the same system. And that is one of the key lessons learned on how do we develop systems in such a way that they can be reused post a particular disruption.